Under the provisions of Title II of the 1950 Internal Security Act, also known as the McCarran Act, the President of the United States of America is still authorized, without further approval by Congress, to determine an event of insurrection within the United States and to declare the existence of an internal security emergency. The President is then authorized to apprehend and detain each person as to whom there is reasonable ground to believe probably will engage in certain future acts of sabotage. Persons apprehended shall be given a hearing without right of bail, without the necessity of evidence, and shall then be confined to places of detention.
KBCR News, the Southland's most comprehensive news coverage. The President today signed an executive order calling to immediate duty 100,000 reservists. Pentagon sources indicate that at least 20,000 of these newly mobilized troops would be sent to the Northeast Asian area in response to the shelling of Seoul, capital of South Korea, last week. The sources gave no further indication as to how the remaining reservists might be used. It was neither confirmed nor denied that they would be made available to local law enforcement officials to deal with the current domestic disorders. At least 273 Americans were reported killed and a further 492 wounded. A task force of 30,000 U.S., Cambodian, Australian, and South Korean soldiers drove deep yesterday into the Hill 98 and Whalesback regions of Laos in an attack described as the heaviest so far since the war was extended.
Patrick John Edwards, you have been found guilty of conspiracy to undermine the national security and intent to incite to riot. You are hereby sentenced to serve from 15 to 21 years in a federal penitentiary. You have the alternative of undergoing 4 days in Punishment Park. How do you choose?
I'd first like to thank the court first for its fairness.
Defendant, silence. How do you choose?
Punishment Park.
Time, 9 a.m. The Bear Mountain National Punishment Park in Southern California.
Right there. Stop. You right behind him. Right there. You over there. Next man. Okay, that woman there. The last man in line. Okay, we're going into the tent.
47th Emergency Internal Security Tribunal for the Southwestern Region, as authorized by Executive Order Number 302, William C. Holger, Chairman, presiding, is hereby concluded.
The United Nations today became the focus of world attention as the U.S. delegate challenged the Russians to admit that their missile-carrying submarines have moved into the Caribbean. He made it clear that the U.S. will tolerate no threats to its sovereignty, and he accused the Soviets of trying to divert world attention from their actions in the Middle East. After heated discussion, the U.S. delegate indicated that the actions of the communist bloc had been responsible for the tripling of our monthly draft calls. He denied the Russian delegate's accusation that the U.S. government is building up a large standing army for the suppression of its own people.